it is me, RandomJosh Plays, and we are back again with some more 2 Point Campus. And we are here today on part 9, heading into a new campus. I don't know what the name is. We're gonna see. So let's jump on in.
Surprise, surprise! Another band of peculiar pill pushers think it's a wise idea to build a medical facility on Molten Rock. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's Molten Rock, the active volcano. What does one prescribe for an eruption? Leeches? It certainly feels right. Still, won't it be a shame when the whole thing bursts into flames?
Don't sweat. Okay. Welcome to Molten Rock, where the main things you'll notice are a huge volcano, the unbearable heat, and the singed remains of a hospital. The old hospital burst into flames on a particularly molten Monday, and ever since, sickly visitors have relied on sporadic visits from Vitality Johnson and the suddenly booming pirate healthcare system. Settle into island life, keep one eye on the volcano, and try not to think about what happened to the old hospital, okay? Okay.
Students are reminded to enjoy it.
Now that you're here, it's much too late to leave. It's time you knew that Molten Rock is home to a mysterious presence. Some say it's the wind, others the volcano itself. Whatever it is, it can be a real piece of work. It never liked the old hospital, and look how that turned out. Or maybe don't look. Just try and be a good guest while you build some new, less crispy medical facilities. Okay. We have got some new things definitely in here. We can make some money off of these, that's fab. That I can't. Those I can. Okay, what do we need? We need an injection room and a head clinic.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
So we could probably squeeze that in there. Do it like that. We're not going to put too much effort into these initial ones because, well, money, firstly, of course. And obviously it's just like the early stages, so we just need to build up what we can build up. And then a head clinic, which I will just straight off make 4x4 over here because we have a little bit more capability for that one. Not much, just a little bit. I assume as well, yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna need some air conditioning. For sure.
Good morning, I'm Felicity Bellbottoms and you're listening to Campus Radio. Later in the show, we'll be discussing another hot student topic.
That's better. So far I'd say you've been an excellent resident of the Rock. At this rate, you might...
much more coming right up.
You might not even be horribly melted by the volcano. Okay. I mean, first and foremost, let's just do a temperature check, because that's actually a lot colder than it probably needs to be in theory.
Education is non-refundable.
Yeah, the one in there works. And then I guess we just whack a couple around the general vicinity, along with just a couple of other bits. So if I pop one there, one there, because then the rest of this I'm gonna need. I mean, can I check what thingies we need? What rooms do we need to build? How do do I do that? How doeth doeth thateth? Because I would kind of like to see, but you're not going to tell me, are you? That's
Janitor needed in injection room.
we're going to need some general areas anyway, so we might as well build a dormitory over here with a couple of beds. Taste the trick. Then classic wardrobes. Of course, a couple of discs. And then just some other little bits and pieces. Just to make things a bit nicer. I don't know what the invalid.
Would
What's the
visitors
invalid item?
please leave soon? Thank you.
That. Because it's a window. I see. That's fun. Then we're definitely going to need a bathroom and a shower room. So we'll build a bit of an oddly shaped bathroom here. Can I squeeze? We could actually. Another toilet in there.
Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge has once again stoked the fire between his department and the county's student unions, saying,
There we go.
tuition fees will rise and they must rise. I spend more
And a
on loafer
shower.
wax than most students do on their entire education. It's just not fair. Thanks, Minister, for that much needed, albeit clueless perspective.
And there. 2 sinks. Not sure that we can fit a towel in there. You bastard. 1 towel there, I guess. Sanitizer, and then that.
Warning.
Boom.
Don't touch anything in the bathroom.
Anything else that we need? I guess we'll just get a couple of, you know, snack machines. I need to throw in some of the other bits as well, of course. Just want to make sure that we've got the rough basics covered for the time being. Water fountain. Where are the benches? There they are.
Janitor to collect litter.
Some of these ones.
Now and always.
Just a couple casually in the middle of the hallway there, just because we can. And then I will put another one of you there. Are we going to be able to fit one in here? Yeah. That should do the trick. And then surely I can fit one in there. Yes, of course we can. And then we will pop one in here. Now it's not great.
Janitor required in bathroom.
I feel like there. Equally, it's kind of annoying that it's not covering enough of this area, so maybe put that one there. And then, yeah, no, that one could just stay there. Screw it, it'll be fine. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff that we're going to have to do. It's one of these ones.
But here's our
Where we're
preview
going to need
of a
to
lecture
unlock
that has students everywhere wide awake.
Okay, so you'll need the island's blessing before you can expand the campus. Select an unknown plot to view its plot objective. The island's demands for that location. Find a task you're happy with and click the plus button to begin unlocking the plot. Complete plot objectives to honor the island and spread your wings in peace.
It was great.
Okay.
I barely understood
well, that's
any
marketing. I'm not really.
You can
Let's do
imagine.
marketing right now. That's students on campus.
Reserve your tickets for his visit to your campus today.
Probably
You won't want to miss it.
level 8 students. That's not too hard. Probably going to say this one. Good thinking to talk it over with the island before breaking new ground. It never hurts to ask, especially when there's magma involved. The explorer who discovered Molten Rock built an outhouse without the island's blessing, and the ground opened up beneath it. Legend has it they're still falling down that toilet. Let's learn from their mistakes and recap our plans for expanding the campus. Okay. My god, this is intense. So, here on Molten Rock, you'll need the island's blessing before you can expand safely. Complete plot objectives to honour the island and spread your medical wings in peace. Start unlocking plots. Yep. Active plot objectives will appear alongside your other level objectives. Plot objectives can be cancelled and restarted at any time. Complete an objective to unlock the plot. At this point, I hope you don't think you're dealing with some regular old deadly volcano. Sadly, it has more personality than that. The island has made some demands. Complete the trial to stay in its good books and avoid certain fiery wrath. Oh god. Ha ha ha. Right, what do y'all need? You want... Okay, we need a library. Should have thought that one through, but it's fine. We can build a library. It's not going to be hard. There's your library. I'll pop the door that end for now. And this side will have all of these thingies. We do still have a reasonable enough amount of money. We're not completely broke right yet. We will be soon, but not just yet. Can I manage to grab this through the Vol? Because we are going to need that in there. What we'll do, I'm going to put... Just going to move this for 2 seconds so we can pop like a couple of those in here. Can I fit another one in? No, annoyingly not. But 2 is fine. Then I guess we can pop that there. And then we're probably going to need some more of the bookshelves. Is there any more to unlock? Or maybe they'll unlock at a later stage. Probably gonna need... I'm just gonna get a couple of the ones that we know typically are needed. So, ward. We'll have one of you. We'll have a head clinic. And injection. And that should be okay. With any hope, of course. And I'll probably pop another one just down there as well to be on the safe side. Because I don't trust that the one is going to do enough. And then of course we're going to need to hire some people, so we're going to have to just deal with you. And you're only been blind, so we'll just deal with you. You're reasonable, so we'll get you in. And apparently no one here knows how to deal with fire safety, which is not the most ideal, so we'll just have to wait to see if we can get that done. The volcano isn't totally unreasonable, not always. You did as it asked, and it's fired up the volcanic springs. I knew it liked you. Aside from the great smell, the hot springs are full of vitamins D through Q, and are sure to make the campus a healthier place. Personally, I've not felt this good in days. You'll receive island trials from an ancient force that controls the weather. No, not me. Complete these trials to please the island and receive a life-giving boost from the volcanic springs. Fail and you'll face a flame-filled forfeit. God, wonderful. So we're gonna have to keep a real close eye on that. Let's just get rid of that one. Please give me someone with fire training, cause if we don't, we're gonna get banned. Yay! That's gonna give us a blessing. Okay. Can I put multiple in at once? Because that just needs 5 level 8 students. That needs 40 level 10, so that's going to take a lot longer. This one's also going to take a while. We can. Lovely. Can I put a third?
The timetable has now been published. Schedule
Excellent.
your lives accordingly.
One of the patients has failed treatment and become a ghost. When this happens in the wilderness, I can just wander off. Sadly, you're stuck here with your failed former patients. Yeah, we already know that. We have got some janitors with the ability to treat them as well, which is handy. Do we have any outdoorsy activities? I'm gonna say let's do the infamous book club, because I feel like that's always a semi-reasonable thing to add in.
Janitor needed
those
in the
there.
library.
Big book around this side, maybe 2, no, just 1. And then that big old thing there, just so we've got it ready. Yep, we already know that. We're still earning some more money. Just need to make my students happier. So we probably want a lounge. It does have to unfortunately be 3 big, which doesn't leave the most space in this vicinity, but I don't care. This is all temporary because we just have to build something to make it work. 1 little table there. It's probably going to be a little bit of a cramped kitchen area here. But it's going to be fine. At least you have a bin. Oops, I don't know what I did there. And some hand sanitizer. I'm not going to bother putting the other things in there. We will give you 1 of those there. And then we're definitely going to need to fit in this somewhere as well, because it's going to be sweltering in there. There we go. Hopefully that
of grey meat.
keeps
yes,
people
we
a little bit
contacted
happier.
Health Inspector Henry Jobsworth.
We can also
who sent us
pop
a very
couple of these
comprehensive
kind of things
7,000-word report on the
just
subject.
around
Asked for a snappier
general
response, more
campus
suitable
to
for
make it a
radio.
bit more
He had this to say.
friendly,
If it's just turned grey, it might be okay. If it's
and
been
probably
grey
give
for a
people a little
while,
bit more
it's sure to be
happiness.
hostile. Well, if it rhymes, it's probably true.
And that should do,
Doesn't
hopefully,
matter
for the
how desperate you
time
are.
being.
No urinating on campus facilities.
And again, the other thing that we're probably going to want is a staff room. That only needs to be 3x2, luckily, so we can make it a nice long thing here. A couple of those. Can I not fit that little? Oh, just about, yeah. And I'll even whack in some bickies at the end there. We have just unlocked a new area here at the back, so we can always make this general vicinity a little bit bigger anyway. Pop that there, that there, that there. Give you one of those, and one of those, and again another games kind of thing.
Janitor required in student lounge.
Yeah, so because we've done that, we can just make this entire campus building just a really fat building if we wanted to. Which we may do, I don't know yet. We'll kind of like discover as we piece more and more of this together.
The
Oh god.
volcano is taking a brief hiatus from
we
being
failed.
dormant. As you
Okay.
were.
So we're going to have a lot more fires going. Not great. In some sense, hospitals are the safest places, are the safest place in the county, but in another, more literal sense, they're chaotic germ factories with certain peril behind every hazardous corner. No peril is more perilous, however, than fire. Burner of cities and roaster of potatoes. Humanity's original frenemy. Treatment machines will catch fire if their maintenance level becomes too low. Only janitors qualified in fire resistance are able to extinguish fires. Train janitors in fire resistance and keep treatment machines maintained to prevent your precious medical equipment from being destroyed. Okay, so we should be able to extinguish the
Students eating
fire.
rubbish are reminded that you are
And
what
that
you
keeps us
eat.
there. But we've obviously got a lot more fires to deal with, so hopefully they're all good to deal with that on their own. Still making money. You will want the thingy for whatever reason, so I'm just going to whack one in there. Yeah, it's going to mean that you're boiling hot in there, but like, it's fine, you're just going to have to deal with it until we can put all these fires out. Because we're going to have a lot more of those to go. Ay, ay, ay. I guess, let me just check the... Yeah, it's mostly down to those being a thing.
Janitor required in bathroom.
I mean, we're definitely making headway. And once we start getting a bit more capable, we should be in a better position, generally speaking. This is going to take us a second to get through a lot more of these patience level. We just need a level 11 club, upgrade a course to level 6, training of staff members, we're not there yet. Level 20, 5 to level 7. Level 16 students, 10 awards, grade A students to graduate. So there's a whole area up here as well that we can get. Average A grade, A plus grades.
Technically, but not socially optional.
So some of them have A with building, one, some don't. Interesting. I mean, I'm absolutely fine without them. We're gonna need to do pretty much all of these anyway. And I feel like this one is going to take a bit of time because I need to build out a marketing area. Ahoy there! I'm Dr. Bryony Seadog, Chief Surgeon at Pirate Healthcare. And look, we might not be real doctors, but neither are you. You're here for the patient's goal, just like us. But we got here first, and that's the most important part of first aid. Anyway, the volcano leaves us alone because we bury our treasure here. I mean, because we store our treasure in a secure onshore account. Arr. You won't last long under fire, especially once we bombard you with our patient overload. Ready the patients. Okay, so we need security in here as well, I guess. Or no, actually, no, this is just that they're gonna like randomly spam us in with patients to deal with, which is fine.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio.
Needle pot, sure. Get you a needle pot. In fact, can we get 2 in there? Apparently not. I mean, we could if we put them this way. Could probably get 3. But 2's fine.
Greetings, and welcome to the show.
They're only
We all have our
1%
passion projects,
power.
don't we? Our dreams, our hobbies,
It's fine.
our oddly job-like hobbies and odd jobbies.
I don't know whether we're going to be able to get
Personally,
that
I
one done,
moonlight as
so
a
we're going to
writer
get
of
ready for another
mysteries.
batch
Up next,
of
I'll be taking you to a
fire.
black and white world of mystery and
Get
intrigue.
ready.
The much-anticipated return
Failed.
of Inspector Blandry in
I know I failed, I'm sorry.
Peach Puddings and Just
Can't
Dessert.
help it. Oh shit, we need a ward. Thick. Well, that means we're gonna have to do some expansion, I guess, already, because this is already a bit, like, cramped up here. So I think, because we've now got this area, maybe build out to about there. And something like that. Then, what we can do is hold up. Can I shift the windows over? I almost need to sneeze as well. So I'm trying to hold off not doing that. Yeah, that'll do. And then once that's built, I'll shimmy some of this stuff
Taking a
around.
brief hiatus from being dormant,
Lovely.
as you were.
Okay, perfecto. Let me... Oh. No, didn't want to do that. I wanted to pick you up. And we will place you down here. And what is apparently allegedly having an issue. You are, and the rest is fine. Okay, and then I'll do the same with you as well. I'll also be nice enough to make you a little bit bigger. Only a little bit. And this can actually come there. It's a very rogue place to put that, but I don't care.
Attention.
A little bit extra, and then we will build our ward. The ward will come here. So at this end, we will have mostly those, but then however close I can get the beds in, which is technically that, but I would do it like that because then it just evens everything out a tiny bit, even though it doesn't for that last one, but it's fine. Let's just do what we can do to make it as even as possible. That'll do. And then we can slot those in between. And then throw in a couple more of those. And then we're gonna definitely need some aircon in this bitch. So one aircon unit that end. One that end should do the trick, hopefully. Throw in a pot plant just to make it a bit nicer in here. And then that. And that. And that should keep us in good standings. Do we have anyone that's good? Yes, we do. Gorgeous. The rest of you are not
It
so
was a
good.
summery kind of summer, and Blanbury had scarcely caught his breath. Fresh after outsmarting the smuggling
Let's see if we can
cat
get anyone
when an
reasonable
invitation
again.
to tea dove inauspiciously through his letterbox.
Ugh.
Such are the demands on a world-class detective and conversationalist.
No rest for a world-class detective and conversationalist.
Did we get another plot
Arriving
somewhere
at
that I didn't
Flankley
realise?
House, our inspector was
No.
met with two familiar smells. One promised scones, the other calamity.
Well, it looks like we're the real fake doctors around here. We'll be taking your patients and their money. Ching. Okay, no, we do have invaders. Okay, so we are going to need people that have security, which is really great because I now don't have that. I'm going to just get you for the temporary because you help out with the fire situations. Do we have anyone else that's reasonable? No, we don't. Not good. Oh, why are you all so terrible? You both have dry mouth, but I'm gonna just get you. Can we please get someone with security in here quickly? I assumed that they would need to have someone with security initially because they were like advertising for it. But I didn't know that that was going to be a thing. So, of course, we have not actually prepared for that in the slightest, which is not great. So we're now just going to have to deal with the fact that they're going to piss off our patients. We did complete an island trial, so there we have it. There we go. Now go and deal with these people. You want the stethoscope display? Sure. Let's do it. Okay, anyone else that's more reasonable? We dealt with the invasion. need a doctor that's good. I'm just gonna have to take you for temporary, so that we can continue our lessons for now. We'll have to review our stuff at some point and hopefully just like do a refresh. So like get rid of all the shit people once we get alternate replacements that are actually within reason. But this 1 star for me is going to take a while. I foresee it in the future. Because we're definitely just going to have to, like, you know, build this up slowly. Try and build some more space. What's this one? Because that's going to be, I think, the next... Well, for one, it is actually the next one on the list that will come into play, but
And
it
so
makes sense for that to also
when the
be
savages came and went
next
without
one.
the intervention of evil, the Blandry feared
Because
the host had been a little overzealous with
then
the
I can
cucumber.
expand the
When,
building this
quite of
way
a
and
sudden,
actually make
the
use of
lights
some
went
bits
out.
there. Level 10 students is going to take a second.
The light came up, and Blambre began to doubt himself. Perhaps what he felt was nothing but a herring of red.
Take a while.
Alas.
Marketing we'll have to work on at some point soon as well. We're gonna have to build a research at some point as well. I think that'll be our next best port of call. We've got some level 8 students kicking in, which is good. Because that means, you know, we're up in the ante here. Our profits are not looking very hot, but they'll start to change once we get more and more students flowing through. Perfect, we've got that building ready now. Or that plot of land, I should say. Hi there, me again. Can't stop, just passing through. Busy, busy, busy. Couldn't help but notice you're still here. Let's see what we can do about that. Ready the patience. Well, medicine cabinet. Do I have enough money for this? Not really, but we're gonna whack one in anyway. Because it's needed. And hopefully, wherever these patients are, where they are, there they come. And of course they're all for the ward. How fucking beautiful. Y'all better get it going in there. Because I need some money. Because we are broke. Which basically means we can't actually do a lot. But I think come the time for the next year and it will like things will start improving for sure. And I think we need to start training our staff members up as well, which will eventually start to help, I believe, or at least I hope. Because then once that starts going through, we should get some more money, and then as we get more money, we can do more things. Stuff and themes. See, our profits went up that time. You want a love bench, you can get a love bench eventually. Just not right now. I am going to be doubtful that we receive much. Yeah, we just got 2 here. But hey, that did give us enough money for a love bench, so... Guess what, people? You're getting a love bench. You can be happy with me. And that's about it, because now we have $4. Okay.
I want to make stacks of
Yeah,
easy
so I
cash,
think
but reading about stocks is really boring.
it's definitely like
Invest in Bungle Coin.
an
It's
interesting
like other
start
fictional
to this
cryptocurrency,
all.
but with 40% less saturated fat.
And we'll need to properly assess how we continue the expansion of the overall campus. Because I'm feeling like one giant building is great, but it's also like hefty to like navigate through them. So like you want to make sure you build into that contingency like pathways and things like that. So I'll need to have a think about how we properly build this out. But for the time being, I'm more focused, to be honest, on just making sure that we're covered in terms of like the buildings and stuff that we need. But generally speaking, I think this is going well so far. But yeah, we're going to leave this episode off here. So thank you all so much for sticking tuned with today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, of course, please do head on down below, click on that subscribe button, join the family, and hit that notification bell also to be notified of when I do post the YouTube videos such as this. And yeah, thank you again, and I will see each and every one of you folks in the next video. Peace out, bitches.